This is Purp back with another episode of the Purp Show. This is the Purp Show, Season 2, Episode 8. And welcome to all that are watching live, people that are tuning into the replay. I appreciate it. Definitely hit that like button before you leave. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a pretty good show tonight. Got some things to talk about, some random topics, I guess, or just random things that I've been thinking about. We're gonna have some special guests come on tonight. We got my boy LB. He's in the back. I'm gonna bring him in real very shortly. K Dot's here. He just pulled up. We're gonna bring him in. PB should be here late as usual. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a good time though, but the super chats are available. If you don't feel like super chatting, you know what I'm saying? There's other ways to support the channel. I got a Streamlabs, I got a Cash App, I got a Teespring where you can find some Purp merch, the Purp Apparel season 1, I should say. Yeah, man. Definitely go check out those links in the description below. Hit that super chat button. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring in the homies now. What up? What up? What up?
What's up?
LB stuff hurt.
K Dot with the tan. That vacation tan.
Don't worry, I'm coming
Dark
back.
as shit.
I'm back tomorrow. K-Dot will be back in his city tomorrow.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Purp, LB, man,
You enjoying
I've been walking out
your
some
vacation?
crazy stuff, bro.
You enjoying your vacation? Can you hear me?
You can't hear Purp?
I can hear you, LB. I can hear Purp.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Purp.
Please ignore the plane that's like above my head. I'm gonna let it pass. Because it likes to fucking distract me. But yeah, you enjoying your vacation and whatnot? Salute to everybody in the chat that's watching. Wayne White, Junebug, salute. Appreciate y'all being here.
I mean, it went okay. Could have went better. Shit happened, but it was okay. I'm just ready to come home now. It didn't go the way I needed this to go.
Oh man.
One of those.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those.
Personal family stuff. Ready to get back to the city. I'm pretty much done with this vacation. I'm done.
How many days you were gone? I saw when you posted on the Instagram, but how many days?
I was gone since Friday. No, Saturday. Oh yeah, I was gone since Saturday.
Yeah, man. After like 4 days, bro, I'm ready to go home, man.
Yeah. Oh, so I finished season 8, episode 3 of Game of Thrones. I didn't finish the rest. I'm gonna do those, and I'm gonna do it all Friday.
I don't want you to ruin. I know you're gonna make a live stream and stuff about it. So just give me your brief takes on how you feel about it so far now.
I'll be honest with you. Once I see the next 3 episodes, as people say, the show really fell in the next 3 episodes. This first episode of the 3 last year that fell, disappointing. Like there was some. I won't spoil nothing, but I'll say this.
You might as well spoil it. It's been out a year.
I'll say this. This is the Game of Thrones action isn't all that, but this whole episode was all action. This is the worst action sequence I've seen from Game of Thrones anything, and it was so bad. It was so bad. You couldn't see nothing. Like everybody was wearing black. The whole battle took place at night. Everything was so dark you couldn't see nothing. It was like Alien versus Predator Requiem. It was everything was. I was like, they really just filmed this dark, and there's no lighting where you can barely make out anything. Like you can make out some people, but dude, the lighting was so bad in this. It was so bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that live stream. That should be a fun live stream.
Oh, and oh my gosh, bro, Purp.
So
Why did I not get to see Jon Snow fight the Night King, bro? Waste of time, my nigga.
I'm telling you, bro.
Time.
Like Jon Snow does nothing, bro.
Bro,
Nothing.
waste of my time. I saw Jon Snow stare down a Night King in season 5, all epic and stuff. And then I'm like, man, they gonna fight at some point. I mean, they're at least gonna fight. Come on, they gonna fight. Jon
That's why I
Snow.
always, that's why
Jon,
I always said they should have just kept him dead in season 5, bro. At the end of season, just keep him dead because he doesn't gonna do nothing. Like they brought him back, like he was
yeah,
supposed to do.
season 6, they should have kept him dead because Jon Snow. Yes, he united all the armies, but I wanted to see Jon Snow and fight. They didn't even fight, bro. I was like, what the fuck is this? I wasted 5, 7 seasons to see them fight. And they didn't even fight, bro.
I
And the way they
mean,
built it up, bro, they built it up to where they would fight. Because Jon Snow is technically now the main character, in a sense. There's no true main character, but I think they're made painting Jon Snow as the kind of hero of the story. The goody two shoes person that's like has more heart than everybody else.
Shout out to Midnight. Philip, I see you. Yeah, I heard about the Cowboy Bebop changes. It doesn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see because it doesn't seem like they're changing too much. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to cover within that first season. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna do the whole rollout for that series as well. Swag Kage was good.
What's
Salute.
up, Swag Kage? LB Purp, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, just making sure.
Landon was good.
Yeah, but when I get back to the city, yeah, stream is coming. Stream is coming.
Word. That's what's up.
Fuck. Bro, how does it bro, this show is built up like the dialogue is really good in the show. The action is okay. It's not trash. But how do you build up to all of this to this epic moment? And then you just ruin it with bad lighting. Oh, Purp, you wanna know what hurts the worst, bro? How did Arya sneak past like 50, 100 White Walkers to hit the Night King, bro?
I have no idea, bro.
She turned into Sonic.
I'm gonna use a famous quote a lonely man once told me because
Hey man, oh man, flipping it on me. Hey man,
Kim Williams.
Hey, but you know, I mean, season 1 through 7 was 7 was kind of meh. Season 1 through 6, fire. Season 1 through 7, season 7, meh. Season 8 don't look too big. The first 2 episodes of season 8 is the best so far of season 8 that I've seen. Just 1 and 2.
I wanted to touch on what Kim Williams said. Shout out to Kim Williams. I know you look new. You must be new because this is the first time I ever saw you on this channel. But yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any live streaming of the PlayStation 5 event on Thursday, but I will be putting up a recap like later on at night. You know what I'm saying, to kind of give you like the gist of it. I'm gonna be watching it at work, but you know I'm not gonna be able to stream because I'm gonna be at work. It's ironic, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what PlayStation is gonna bring out. If they're gonna show off the console, I feel like they should show off the console. It's like, why are you hiding it? Like, why is it such a huge surprise? Is it ugly? Is that why they're not showing it to people? The controller looks fine. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see that price because somebody's gonna crack. Somebody's gonna have to jump first and just announce a price because you know that holiday season's coming up right around the corner. It's better off that you just tell people now so we can put the money down now and not have to worry about the fucking shit. But yeah, definitely gonna have a recap video of the event. Hopefully it's good. The first Xbox event kind of disappointed, and even Xbox, like people at Microsoft said, it was kind of like thrown together last minute. And we're looking forward to the July event where they're going to show all their first party games. It's very weird. It's very weird the way that they're doing all these like reveals of these games and stuff without E3. It's just like it makes you miss E3 even more because at E3 at least it was structured. You know, Microsoft would go first, then Sony. Nobody gives a fuck about Nintendo. But then you have all these other, you know, EA. You know, you'll have all these other companies going up on stage and stuff and whatnot. It was cool. You know, that's one thing I hope comes back next year. You know, I know this summer that they're doing a bunch of different gaming events and stuff like that, but I'm looking forward to next gen. Definitely getting an Xbox. That's no question about that. But yeah, I'm just waiting for that price and waiting for them pre-orders to be available because I'm gonna put money down ASAP. I'm gonna sell my Xbox One X as soon as it goes up for pre-order and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned for that. Gary North, salute to you. Movie Files, I see you.
What up, Gary?
Wait, so that PlayStation 5 event is tomorrow, right? For the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see how that PlayStation event can be any worse than the Xbox event.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm like this. Like for me, I can care less if a game has exclusives. Like, yeah, you got exclusive games, but like, I'm all about how the game's gonna run on a console in general. That's just me.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you got exclusives. Yeah. Nintendo, they got exclusives too. But at the end of the day, that does more division than actually helping because that's how you get so many PC people talking about, we're the master race, suck our cocks. We got the exclusives. That's how you, like, these exclusives create snobby people. Like PlayStation people, they can be real snobby at times. I'm going to be honest. When they get an exclusive game,
Hey.
my cock is bigger than yours. Yeah, I got the better game.
It is what it is, bruh. If you had Beyonce, you'd brag about her all the time too.
That's
Man,
facts.
I'm on a stream with 3 black guys. I'm not going to talk about my penis.
I like that.
I mean,
I
I
look,
agree.
at least people who have Nintendo games, they're not as snobby as PlayStation people. They know that they got kitty games.
Because Nintendo will like bend over and take whatever that's given to them pretty much at this point. Like they'll never get like an actual like graphical wise, they'll never be, you know, you're asking too much for Nintendo. They're
Well,
completely
they're always half a generation behind at minimum.
yeah, and they're perfectly fine for it and it works for them. So like
I don't associate with people who buy Nintendo, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
I mean, I got all 3 consoles, so I don't be with the beef, I'm just about
All right,
teaching
Now he's going to leave.
I got all 3 consoles. I love everything. But I know which is trash and which is not trash. I call out trash when I see it.
I see Swag Kage, he finished season 3 of Attack on Titan. And he's infuriated. When I get around to talking to him, I'll be interesting to see his take on that because I know he's gonna troll me.
Is that the season with the naked men on the roof?
There's always big naked people punching
Oh
the
my
shit out of
god,
each other.
what?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It's tight though. You gotta watch it. LB is tight.
No.
It's the greatest show. It's the greatest show. But you could go on IMDb and stuff. They'll tell you like, oh, what's the highest ranked? You know what I'm saying? I barely see any Game of Thrones episodes up there. It's all Attack on Titan right there. But I'll let the show speak for itself. I'm excited for season 4. I can't wait to get a release date. I'm definitely going to try to put out more Attack on Titan content on the channel leading up to
Purp just cut out.
No.
not cut out.
What's up, Geekly Gods? Sounds like Geekly Goods. Oh, oops, I read that wrong.
What's good? What's good, Leo?
Hey, Purp. When I do my stream Friday for Game of Thrones season 8, bro, I need you to come on there with me, so I don't feel fully wrecked, bro.
I got you,
bro. Pray for me or something. Do it. Pray to whatever gods there are to pray for my head to not explode when I rant about this, because this is a rant. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you just go in. Just go in on Friday. Say what's on your chest.
Is there no room left for little old me? Oh, Swag Kage, bro. Oops. Purp, he's trying to. Swag Kage wants to wreck your mind tonight with this Attack on Titan. Bro.
Let me see. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. You can hop on.
Hey, be careful. He's E's friend, bro. Well, be careful. Oh, gosh, that Doom Patrol season 2 trailer. Oh, that's already out.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. I'm excited for that too because I fucked with the first season. The first season was dope. It was hilarious. Brendan Fraser was dope in there. I just like that. I just like that whole cast. Like they have really good chemistry with each other and stuff. And you know what I'm saying. I'm excited to see where they take the story and whatnot. I'm really hoping that they put all the episodes out at once. I don't want to wait weekly. I don't. That's a dub. Like no, I won't do that.
Man up.
Nope. Same thing with Attack on
Titan.
If Attack on Titan like season 4 was like released all at once, bro, I'd be just binge watching that shit like 24 hours, just no sleep.
Binge watching is the best thing that ever happened.
That's fact.
To TV.
That's facts.
All the episodes drop at once. They're long as heck, and you just watch them. Perfect.
Good salute. Hope you're doing well.
Was good, Vision Silver.
What up?
LB, so when does Falcon and Winter Soldier drop so I can use that Disney Plus fund you sent me?
Couldn't even tell you, bro. Couldn't even tell you. They don't have any dates for the stuff.
I mean, if you want to see the end of the show,
I think they probably drop it all in general
because when the episodes come out.
All right, two people talking at the same time.
Sorry.
What you were saying, PB?
I said if he wants to see all of the show and he's just using that money, he'll have to wait until episode 3 because it's 6 episodes long, and I'm sure they're going to release it weekly. So he can't get it at the beginning of the show. He'll have to wait till week 3, and then he can see all the way till the end.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping. If Falcon and Winter Soldier is going to be 6 episodes, right? Okay.
Those shits better be an hour long. Those shits better be an hour long for 6 episodes. Like I don't want no 45-minute bullshit. Like no.
Bro, you still gonna watch, bro? So it don't matter.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch for free.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch too because I have to, bro. It's part of the MCU.
What's good, Square?
What's up, man? Bruh, my nigga.
What up, man?
That Attack on Titan, bruh.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Snyder cut too. That doesn't mean I'm gonna enjoy it.
What are you talking about right now?
It's the MCU, bro. We enjoy everything MCU for the most part.
Oh shit, I don't know. Lately, it's been kind of weak.
Lately, there ain't been nothing from the MCU since Spider-Man, bro.
Exactly. No, but what I mean by the last 3 movies have been kind of weak. That Spider-Man, that Endgame, Captain Marvel, Infinity War, Ant-Man the Wasp. Come on, bro.
Bro, Infinity War is a classic
Spider-Man
movie,
was good,
bro.
Would you say it's an A+ movie?
Infinity War? Infinity War, classic,
bro. None of the movies are B+ to me.
I like Endgame, but it ain't great. But
it ain't great. It ain't good to me.
I mean, could we say that Infinity War to Spider-Man Far From Home is like Game of Thrones season 8?
No.
I can compare these. I can compare.
No, it's not nearly that bad.
It's close. It ain't there, but it's close.
No, bro.
I still put I'll put Infinity War over Endgame, but like it goes back and forth. Like there's parts that I really love about Endgame. Like there's parts of both movies that I love. That's what as a whole.
I can't accept that. Like I can't accept someone saying Endgame is better than Infinity War. And I'm pretty sure Gary North is in the chat saying the MCU stopped at the end of Infinity War.
Bro, they're both trash, bro.
What?
Yes.
Bruh, you tripping.
I mean,
look,
LB, let me ask this. What's the best moment from Infinity War?
Did I hear that
The end
correctly?
fight.
5?
The best moment in Infinity War?
Yes, what's the best moment? Tell me.
Let me see. The best moment for me. Let me think.
Oh,
Let me
shit.
think. That's a good question. Honestly, I enjoy the whole movie. I can't say I have a best moment.
Okay, all right then. Well, let me say this. Any moment from Infinity War
Yep.
Endgame beats it.
I got a best moment in
You
Infinity
asking the
War.
wrong questions, K. Dot.
I mean, that doesn't. No, I mean that still doesn't matter. The best moments in a movie doesn't mean it's a better movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's good moments in Captain Marvel. Not a good movie.
Oh no, it's no good. Well, it's only one good moment. That's when she goes Super Saiyan 2, and that's it.
Even that shit wasn't really that.
Yeah, I mean, just because you have better moments, it don't make it a better movie. Like,
But Endgame and Infinity War as an MCU film are garbage, like
How?
character wise. Bro, the Hulk and Thor, one of the strongest characters, got turned into straight bitch.
I don't disagree with that. I got problems with the whole Professor Hulk thing.
That's just one part, bro. That's just one part. And then we go to Thanos, who niggas like to say he's the best villain at the MCU. Nigga, what? His plan, first of all, made no sense. His power level
Okay,
was
so he's
all over
not
the
talking
place.
about me.
I'm a kill. Half
So-
of reaching.
I can't accept this opinion, bro. I can't accept that Infinity
Everyone,
War
you
is
gotta-
garbage.
hey, bro, defend
Go
yourself.
at it.
Oh, we about to go at it.
I
Okay,
can't.
look.
I feel like I'm being trolled. Like, and I know about it, but I'm going to fall for this trolling.
Bro.
I feel like I am.
55,000.
Okay, this is how I look at Infinity War. Infinity War was less. It wasn't as complex as it should have been. It was very still safe and basic in a sense. Like the most
The villain
the
winning
most
is
extreme they
basic.
got was what? Well, the
Yes.
biggest risk they took was killing Loki, and that's it. But they're
How's
bringing
that a
back,
risk? Loki died like 3 times before that.
Man, how is the villain winning basic?
Because his
I
plan.
mean, Zemo won in Civil War, so it's already been done. He broke up the Avengers like he wanted to.
Did you understand his plan? Lonely Banter?
Yeah,
Did you understand his plan?
That lasted.
Huh?
Did you understand his plan?
Whose
Thanos'
plan? Thanos' plan.
Thanos. Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta convince me why this movie's garbage.
Bro,
this is not like seriously. This is the first time I've heard somebody.
Okay.
This is the first time I've ever heard someone say Infinity War is garbage. I've heard people say it weren't all that, but this is the first time I've legit heard someone say it's garbage.
Yeah, garbage.
I mean, before I say this, I'll just say this: both movies are meh. I still like Avengers 1 over both of them, but I'll say this about Infinity War: our major characters, even Iron Man, as a character himself, is probably. He digressed character-wise. He was making rookie mistakes this whole movie. Like, he was making mistakes Iron Man would make. Like, he never been through anything and learned from anything. For example, him not calling. Okay, let's not go to that.
No. Let's talk about that. We'll talk about that one. Talk about it.
Okay, all right, we'll go to this. His plan on that ship. All right, we got this stone, we got this ship. Let's take it straight to Thanos on his planet that we know nothing.
No. Go back to the part about you saying him not calling.
Oh, calling Cap. Yes. And it goes in the Endgame too, because he then gets mad at Cap for not being there, but he didn't call Cap on the phone. Cap didn't know where Tony was at.
Okay. All right. So
he's being irrational like usual.
All right.
You finna get wrecked.
All right. Here we go.
This nigga like I.
If someone like let's talk you. If someone beat you up, right? Like legit beat you up, like close to death beat up. Are you going to be calling him?
I wouldn't say close to death.
Close to death.
Cap beat him up.
Friends, man.
Cap beat him up. I seen worse. Seen people get beat up worse.
Tony Stark thought Cap was going to kill him.
And stuff. He was good.
Tony thought Cap was going to kill him.
We're talking about a rich white man.
So, like straight up. Tony thought Cap was going to kill him when they were fighting. At that moment, you could see it
Yeah.
in his face that he thought he was going to kill him.
He
He
did boo boo.
thought, but like, I mean, why would I mean?
No,
Cap
he
that,
didn't.
we,
never went as
all
far
right.
as killing
Look.
any
We know the character of Captain America. We know he.
Yeah,
But at that moment, you could see it in Tony's face. That man was terrified for his life.
yeah, and I like
All
that.
right.
That was
So,
good. That was good. I
Moving
love
on.
that.
Moving
He's
on.
fearing
So
Tony.
if you needed help, I don't think you're going to call that man who you thought was going to kill you on the phone. Like,
yeah,
you're not,
yeah. But LB, remember the message Cap sent to Tony. Cap wasn't even mad anymore.
No.
He was like,
Yes, we know.
Cap,
We know this.
I got you, bro.
Come on, bro. Like, we know this. We know
Yeah,
Cap
and
was
Tony does too.
like, whatever, bro. I got my licks in. I'm good. But Tony is stubborn. Tony is Tony. Like, I mean, you could put it in a real life situation. I don't know if any of y'all been in fights or whatever, but like, if
You
you've
still
been
there,
into a
LB?
physical
It just
fight,
cut off.
like if you've been in physical fights or whatever, arguments with somebody, you don't talk to these people for a while. I'm sure that's happened with every single one of us in life.
LB, don't you feel like aren't these movies are like
Hold
revolved
on.
about
Hold
around
on.
Iron Man too much?
Hold on. We'll get to all of that. Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Purp. They got me on here on
Go ahead,
flabbergasted,
go
bro.
ahead. I'm enjoying
Well,
this.
look, LB. Let me say this. That was 2 years ago because remember, Civil War and Infinity War was 2 years apart. Tony, that's just petty for Tony to still be butthurt about that fight.
Hey,
Tony
bro.
lost. He lost. It's been 2
Tony
years.
Petty?
Take
No.
your L.
This is what I'm getting at. Like, Tony's
Bro, he
a petty
No, that was
man.
a part of the movie.
He lost
wanted
the
them-
fight, and that was it. Get up and lick your wounds.
Nah, K-Dot, they wanted the Avengers to be split up when they fought Thanos. That was the whole
Yeah,
point.
I know. But Tony's reason for still being petty was just dumb. It's like you got beat up, take your
He got-
L and move on.
No, I think he was about to call them, but then the fucking spaceship showed up.
No,
I think he was
I know, but he still could have called him.
He was.
He as
he
soon
ain't
as
have
it
the
was
phone
outside,
anymore.
it was then come down. He still could have called him
In
and
space?
said, hey,
No,
no. When it was inside the sanctum.
He was like, Tony was hesitant to
Before
call
he
him.
walked Let me off.
Yeah, Tony didn't want to call him, and then like when he finally decides, okay, I'm gonna call him after contemplating whether Cap was gonna pick the phone up or not. That's when the earth started shaking and whatever. But it's like and then after that he didn't have the phone. Remember?
Salute to Guru. Guru, you want to hop on? I see Midnight's in here too. Y'all can take turns.
But this is crazy. Like y'all continue on, man. Like with this Infinity
LB,
War is garbage.
Let me get the biggest point out. So you have a 10-year buildup of the MCU, right? And not every movie, right? But a good majority of movies have these Infinity Stones, so-called, right? The most powerful things in the universe, right? And we build up the Thanos who is collecting all the stones, right? Which, by the way, in this movie, he collects all the stones, right? This mass destruction he's supposed to instill on the universe, right? With these stones, right? They're so powerful and all that shit. Well, in that same movie, we get introduced to a hammer, my nigga, that usurps all 6 stones combined. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that being
Talking about Stormbreaker?
Yes.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Like, I guess that's the equalizer to the whole.
So the whole build-up that we have about how powerful these stones are. In this one movie, we learn about magical hammer, my nigga, that you could have went and made any time that are just stronger than Infinity Gauntlets.
Whoa.
Hold on.
He
They didn't know
that
about
he
that,
needed
bro.
it.
They didn't know about Stormbreaker.
Okay, but you got a weapon that's stronger than an Infinity Gauntlet. But we've been building up to the Infinity Gauntlet the whole 10-year MCU.
Yeah, that hammer.
That's the resolution. Let's go get a weapon that's stronger than the shit we've been building up for. You see how that's kind of like distasteful?
So how all right, so if you don't like that, how would you have done it then?
Well, first of all, not have Thanos lose to a weapon. That's stupid. Don't have something. You can't beat Thanos with power. Don't have the resolution to beating Thanos. Be power. You know, like outthink him would be a better solution, right? Or teamwork. Let's make a plan.
We're talking
like
Infinity. We're talking Infinity War. Just Infinity War.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, there's a 2-part movie.
I
Just don't
have a
Thanos.
question.
No, we're talking Infinity War because Infinity
How
War is a
long-
standalone movie.
Yeah, in Infinity War, how long has Thanos had the stones in the gauntlet?
Does that makes no wait. What is that supposed to mean though?
You think he's an expert at using these stones?
Does the power
Man.
decrease though when he
But
puts a blast
but-
out? Is that power not as good because he's not an expert? He's still dishing
You
out
gotta
power.
know how to
There's a difference
use the
between-
power.
I know, but there's a difference between dishing out
Like
power and
K-Dot is
concentrating
the
of
expert
power.
on that. Like Captain Ginyu don't know how to use Goku's body.
You know you can have a nuke, right? You can have a nuke. That's just a big amount of power, right? Or you can have a laser beam, which has the power of a nuke. You know, it's more controlled, more
Right?
condensed.
Yeah, right. You fire
But it's
that
still the same
nuke,
amount of power.
and
It's
if
still
you
the
don't know how to
amount of power.
detonate the nuke, it does nothing.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
well,
He
look.
shot a
Let me say this.
Infinity Stone blast, bro.
I'm still trying to hear these reasons why Infinity War is
I
garbage.
can keep going. I can keep going.
Because I keep
Do you
hearing
really
about.
want to get on the?
No, I want to strictly hear about Infinity War. I don't want to hear about the MCU in a whole. I don't want to hear about Endgame because Infinity War is a standalone movie. Like
Bro,
you don't.
That's the whole. Isn't that the whole point of Infinity War, bro? Have we
But
not been?
the
Don't
way
act like we
the
haven't
way
been
Infinity
hyped for
War
this
is
movie
set
for
up.
10 years.
No, I'm saying the way Infinity War is set up, you could watch this without watching Endgame. Like it's a standalone movie. It's not like Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows
First of all,
Part
the
1 and
movie's
2.
pacing is. Bro, the movie's pacing is horrific. We start the movie off with Thanos already having a stone, my nigga, and he's just jumping across places, action scene after action scene. Nigga, we don't even get the chance to breathe, my nigga. When the movie finished, I was like, damn, it's done already?
Nah, the pacing of Infinity War ain't. Endgame is
Hold-
faster. Like
Hold
Endgame.
on. One second.
Endgame
Midnight.
is fast. We had a whole hour of.
Midnight. I'm gonna back you out real quick. I'm gonna bring Guru in fast.
All right.
So Infinity War is garbage because the movie went by too fast. You couldn't breathe. They created Stormbreaker.
Bro,
and,
I just named you 5 reasons.
And
Don't
Tony
act like
Stark.
that's the only
Hold on.
reason.
I'm just trying to run through the list so far. So far we've got Tony Stark didn't call Captain America. Stormbreaker shouldn't have
That's
been.
Chaos reason.
Okay, I'm just saying. But just recapping real quick. So
Oh, okay.
so Tony Stark didn't call Captain America. Stormbreaker shouldn't have been a weapon, and the movie went too fast for you.
My issue
Hold
was-
on, this shit.
Okay.
My
Y'all
issue-
hear me?
I'll hit
Hold on.
that it was too fast. And look, the thing with the Tony Stark thing, it wasn't even that he called Cap.
Hold on,
It
let
was
me
bad.
call
It was-
back because I will not accept any Infinity War slander.
All right, go ahead,
At all.
nigga. I'll rate you too.
Go ahead, bruh.
So I don't know. I don't know if y'all can hear me clearly.
Yeah, I can hear
It's
you.
breaking up for me, but I want
I
to
just-
make this statement and then I'll come back. But Infinity War was arguably a masterpiece, and I said this before.
Oh my dear
with how it
God.
deals with sacrifice, and I can break that down. To the man's point about Stormbreaker, we gotta remember Thanos destroyed Nevertheless. He destroyed it.
Yep.
He knew a weapon he made stronger than the Infinity Gauntlet. That's why he destroyed Nevertheless. He didn't destroy it just because he knew something could be created there that could combat
That's
him.
bad.
That's
Wait,
why he created the Infinity
That's my
Gauntlet
exact
that
point,
destroyed
though.
the planet. Common sense.
Why have a weapon that's stronger
Black,
than the
Black
Infinity
Guru, he
Gauntlet?
didn't destroy
Why
Nevertheless.
introduce
He
that
took
at all?
the
coming
dwarf
back.
hands. He didn't destroy the forge. Because if
Bro, but why introduce the weapon that's stronger than the Infinity Gauntlet at all? We've been building up to the Infinity Gauntlet. It's supposed to be unstoppable.
yeah.
At least if we had a hammer, right? At least build that up too. Oh, I say there's a. Do you know there's a weapon that can rival the Infinity Gauntlet? Build that shit up throughout the movies. Then it will make more sense, you know.
Yeah.
But you just introduce it in this one movie as a whole solution.
Sort of like- It's sort of like this. In Game of Thrones, they've been building up this material called the Dragon Glass to help them combat the Night King, and they've been building it up to be used as a potential weapon to combat the Night King.
Hey man, my people, like I respect every man and woman's and dog's opinion, but y'all gotta do better than this.
Yeah, this not making no sense. And And let me explain. What's up, y'all? Let me say this.
Wait, hold on,
Go
Guru.
ahead.
You have the stream playing in the background?
Yeah, you hear the background. Let me get that fixed.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Damn, so many people love Infinity War. Crazy, but they hate Endgame.
Endgame. Leak.
Shit, they both.
It's because it's
I-
hard to deal with time travel.
I'm not.
But
I
it's
mean,
Hey, time
I can.
travel is
I'll
probably
fight.
the issue with Endgame.
I'll debate anyone that says Endgame is garbage. Like, I don't think Endgame is great. Like, I like it. I got problems with the movie, and my main issue with the movie is what PB just said. It's the time travel thing.
bro, they're more similar than you think. They were filmed at the exact same time. I don't know why people act like Endgame and Infinity War are two different types of movies.
They
They
are.
have the same power scaling issues, the same character development issues. They say, like, bruh, aside from like a few.
So what character
Wait,
development
wait.
issue?
Look,
What
biggest
Wait.
problem in Infinity War.
Can
Go ahead, Guru.
What Infinity War? First of all,
Okay, now
Captain
Endgame.
America.
Endgame.
Hold on, Swag. Go ahead, Guru.
Well, it's always power scaling issues. Well, let me say this. For one, I'm okay. Can I be heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I be heard?
Yeah.
This is all I want to say. Yeah. I think I'm hearing.
Go ahead, bro.
We can hear you. You good?
You good?
Okay. Hold on. I think I'm hearing myself. I'm getting an echo, y'all.
No, there's no echo from us. You good?
Okay. Okay, well, the hell with it. Fuck it, my bad. I'm hearing an echo in my own headphones. Sorry to kind of slow shit down, but let me say this. When it goes,
All right, well, look,
talk about Infinity
let me
War and Endgame.
let me say this
we can
on
debate.
the back to the.
Hold on.
Right. It's issues with Endgame that we can debate. But when it comes to Infinity War is a masterpiece in the sense that it dealt with sacrifice. Now, can we nitpick nuances? Yes, but we can't turn nitpicks into critical errors in the film, right? We can't say, there's a little bit of illogical consistency, maybe, and then say, well, that's an error in the entire film. So also when we talk about Thor's hammer, the gentleman brought up Thor's hammer as some sort of like flaw, or they built up this sword, or excuse me, this hammer that can combat the Infinity Gauntlet. We have to remember that hammer was actually a part of the arc of the character arc of Thor, and how he needed to go kind of refine himself.
What?
He was kind of searching for himself since he lost.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up.
He lost.
Thank you for bringing that up.
It's important to understand that when we talk about storytelling, everything is not going to be just perfect. But I think Infinity War dealt with the theme of sacrifice so well. Scarlet Witch did not want to sacrifice Vision. Okay. However, Thanos was able to sacrifice his own daughter to complete his goal, while Scarlet Witch didn't want to sacrifice to stop it from happening. So that entire movie embodies sacrifice. That's why I think it's a classic. Now, when we talk about Endgame, on the other hand, now we can debate, time travel, how fast Tony figured it out. And my last point is this: I look at it like this: Endgame is not a sequel to Infinity War. Okay, Endgame does not work as a sequel to Infinity War. Endgame works as a conclusion to the Infinity Saga altogether. It does work as a conclusion to the Infinity Saga. It does not work as a sequel to the Infinity War.
Even worse. Anyways, wait. Okay. So you said like multiple points. I want to address two. I'm not really gonna try to get on Endgame because this is the Infinity War talk. But the first thing you said that's just completely incorrect is that the hammer was part of Thor's arc. Which, by the way, if you watch Thor Ragnarok, right, we learned two lessons, two very important lessons that the movie wanted to get across in that movie, which was Asgard is not a place, it's a people. And are you the god of hammers? No, you're the god of lightning. The whole point of Ragnarok was to show us that even if Thor does not have his hammer, he's still just as powerful. He just uses the hammer to control his power. Like I said, there's a difference between controlling power and dishing out the same amount of power, right? So that completely contradicts Thor Ragnarok. Why is he going to go get a hammer and it makes him almighty more. It makes him even more strong. Like you do realize his last hammer was made by the same dude, right? Why is this one even any different? We just learned in Thor Ragnarok that he didn't need a hammer. And for your second point on how Infinity War was about sacrifice, I mean, if that's one of the themes that you got from the movie, I guess. But also, I think the main theme, the main message was about balance. Like Thanos wanted to bring balance in the universe, which made absolutely no sense. Because if you wipe out half a population, my nigga, won't that population grow back? Why not just instead of wiping out half a population, double the resources, nigga? Can't you control reality? His motivation makes nonsensical sense, my nigga. And well, I think I'd be talking for too long. I'll let you respond.
But what does that have to do with the movie, though? Right. So what is his viewpoint of how he wants to accomplish his goal have to deal with
what? You
Right,
just brought up Thor's arc.
No point about Thor.
This is what I'm trying to get at. Like, you're saying Infinity War is garbage,
What?
but you're like not talking.
That's what happens in the movie.
Like you're not talking any specifics about the movie on why it's
Nigga,
garbage.
I just told you what happened in the movie.
You think his plot is stupid, so that's why the movie is garbage.
Yeah, if the villain's plan makes no sense, yes, that is stupid.
It does
it
make
not?
sense. It's just another option.
How does it make
Right.
sense?
Because
Has Thanos been all over the universe? How does he
You
know
can
that the universe has no resources?
you can
Because of Titan,
eliminate
nigga,
half the
one planet?
universe, but wait, you can eliminate half the universe, the living things on the universe, or you can produce twice the resources. So the goal can be accomplished either way. It's not like the way he's doing it is not effective. It is an effective way. There's another way to do it, but that's not the way he's choosing.
The other way that's doing it, you're
Let me say
losing
this,
in life, and
Swag.
eventually you're losing life, right? The problem, I gotta respond. The problem is there's not enough resources, so people are dying. The overall problem is people are dying, my nigga. So if you're cutting off half, you're killing even more people. Why not just double it so no one has to die if the overall problem is there's not enough resources and people are dying?
Because you'll have twice the problem later on.
I mean, I know this might sound cliche, but he's a villain.
And he's
Oh,
mad.
here we go.
He's a mad Titan.
Well, look. Let me say this because Thanos is a villain, and let me say this about Thanos, right? His plan would make a little bit more sense if he said, "Okay, let's get to the root of the problem of overpopulation. You got to limit how many babies each species can have. So since he has a reality stone, he can snap his fingers, make it to where people can only have 2 babies ever in their life cycle. Boom, overpopulation is limited for all species." Because that's the problem. The problem with overpopulation is that people keep on having more babies. Cows, horses, all these things keep on having more babies and they can't control it. That's the problem with overpopulation. Too many people.
But
Too many things are being born.
I feel you on that, bro. What you just said made sense, though. What you just said made sense. That was a logical breakdown of what you just said. What the other gentleman said makes sense too. But we got to remember that Thanos is the mad Titan.
Yeah.
He's mad. He's not. It's not like he's a sane, logical thinker. He's crazy, right? So
now you're going with the comics. In the movie, it's established that he's not crazy. It's established that he has a plan and a goal. That's just like,
all right. So
he's not crazy.
I wouldn't call him crazy.
Here's the official answer according to the Thanos novel, which is like the prequel to the Infinity War or whatever. He said if he would have killed only 35% of the population.
Just because they say this is the answer, you're gonna believe it?
Let him finish.
I'm just trying to
Let him finish.
All right, go ahead.
He said if he would have killed only 35% of the population, the resources would have depleted only at a much faster rate, as people would have intended to collect as much as they could. Therefore, he decided to kill randomly. Thanos wanted them to recover and grow first as a mean of distracting people from extensively using the resources so that their death from scarcity would have been delayed for another 100 to 200 years.
I mean, and that's the thing. If they put this in the movie, it would have fleshed out his plan more, because that's the thing. It didn't flesh out.
That's not in the movie, exactly.
I mean,
But
to
I don't
me,
like the
The
movie.
movie is about sacrifice,
The
though.
Russos love doing that. The Russos like saying stuff
Infinity
that's not
War
in
is
the
about
movie
sacrifice.
I mean, to me, you don't watching the movie. You don't have to explain every single detail or something. Like I can, get what his plan is
I
out
mean,
of
that's the
that.
problem. When you're watching a movie, you're supposed to understand it. That's the problem. If your movie does not make me
But you didn't
understand,
understand
there's a
Infinity War.
problem.
You left confused about what you just
No,
saw.
I understand it completely. That's why I don't like it.
Oh,
I just look.
Like Thanos, like also you say he's a villain, right? He's not menacing whatsoever either. Letting
he's
people live
not.
and shit. Why did he let
you
the
see?
Guardians of the Galaxy live?
Did you see what he did to the Hulk in the very first scene of the movie?
And Loki.
And then Iron Man and all of them was jumping.
Thank you.
him.
Hey, thank you for bringing that up. So this nigga bodied the Hulk. The Hulk punched Thanos. Thanos did not bleed, and he bodied him in 10 seconds. And then Thanos proceeds with more stones to fight Iron Man, and guess what? He bleeds. So you're telling me Iron Man can make this nigga bleed? And I'm not talking about power scaling on universal aspect. I'm talking about within its own movie. You've just established that Thanos can wreck the Hulk, right, in this movie. But then he goes toe to Iron Man and bleeds
Iron Man was
with
OP.
more stones.
Iron Man suit is OP. I said that the other day. Iron Man suit, that suit, I hate that
Oh,
suit
God.
in that movie because
Yeah,
it's
you're
OP.
right. You're right.
He literally
right.
has plot armor.
I
Yeah, he has
hate
plot
that
armor.
suit.
And we're just
That,
gonna accept it.
in Infinity War, that suit was doing way too damn much. I'm
Y'all
like,
didn't think
oh
like the
my
movie
God.
just like. Y'all didn't think
Let
the
me
movie
explain.
focused.
No,
on-
no, let me explain what the movie's about though, right? For one, we got a great story as far as the villain being the protagonist. We rarely get that, right? You have to go all the
What's
way
the
back.
story, bro?
I'm about to tell you. The story is about sacrifice, right? A masterpiece is based on how a movie handles its themes. The theme of Infinity War is sacrifice, okay? That's what it's about. So it's about people willing to sacrifice to accomplish the goal versus people willing or not willing to sacrifice. All right. That can be summarized in Thanos' sacrifice to kill his daughter. It can be summarized with Scarlet Witch not willing to kill Vision.
I mean, I agree. Sacrifice
So-
is a theme in the movie.
It doesn't really. You don't have to say sacrifice. You could just say someone's protecting them. You could
No,
say
it's-
Scarlet Witch protecting
it's
Vision.
literally
She doesn't
sacrifice.
even know anything
That's what
about
it's about.
Thanos' plan.
Yeah, it's about, are you willing to sacrifice? That's why Vision has the line that says we don't leave people. How did it go exactly? We don't trade lives.
Yeah, he said we don't trade lives, Captain.
Yeah, we don't trade lives.
But then Thanos
All
is
sacrifice.
that's Thanos' philosophy. That's his philosophy. Philosophy. What the fuck?
Philosophy.
That's his analogy. Like, yeah, philosophy. That's Thanos' philosophy. No one else. You do realize no one else knows Thanos' plan that he's doing this for the balance of the universe, right? Yes, it'll be about sacrifice. If every other Avenger agreed with Thanos and said, "No, we don't want to sacrifice this. We agree, but we're not doing it." That's real sacrifice. But niggas just look at him like he's crazy. We don't want. Oh, he's harming the universe. That's if you're going by Thanos' philosophy, then yes, you can call it that. But the whole movie, I don't know.
That's why he was the protagonist, because he made the sacrifice.
He
made
was
the
not the
sacrifice with
protagonist.
more. Scarlet, oh, he was definitely the protagonist. Come on now. The story.
We had more scenes with Thor, bro.
No, Thor is the antagonist.
Did everybody's audio cut out? Y'all there?
I'm
Wait,
here.
are you telling me that in this movie, Thanos is the protagonist and the Avengers are the antagonist?
Yes.
How so?
Well, I think you may be confusing protagonist with hero. A protagonist is just
No.
the story's
Fan-
about.
Look, we can debate
Thanos
this.
is the
We can-
one on the mission
No,
and the
bro,
one
you do
who
realize-
they're following,
Look,
and
this
the
is-
Avengers are the one trying to prevent him.
All right, so everything in the movie, what we
You do
talked about
realize,
is an
bro,
opinion.
a
No, hold
protagonist, we have to be in his mind,
on. Everything we've discussed is an opinion, but the Russos said Thanos is the protagonist of the movie. You can't debate that. It's their movie.
The Russos can say Iron Man has a bigger dick than Captain America.
No,
If I don't see it, I don't believe
no.
That's a terrible fucking analogy.
No.
Hey, wait. Okay. The Russo brothers can tell us Iron Man is stronger than Hulk, but I'll never believe that.
Look, all that doesn't matter. Like, the writers of the movie and the directors of the movie say Thanos is the protagonist. You can't argue that.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
not.
I can.
No, you
I will
can't.
right now.
Some
Okay,
people.
let me
I mean,
explain you
falsification
how
of
I'm gonna argue,
Thanos.
right? In this movie,
You don't
in this
think the
movie,
writers know who the protagonist is of their own
of
story?
course they do. Of course, bro. The
Like,
writers can say anything they
no,
want, but if I don't
no,
perceive it that way, doesn't
like
make it
that's
right.
the thing. That's the thing. You
You just,
can't.
wait. Do y'all believe just because a right? Wait. Y'all believe just because a writer says something, it makes it true?
You can't
Yes,
dispute.
No, I don't
So
necessarily.
if
No,
the
I don't
writer of The Last
inherently
Jedi
believe the
says-
Russos. In
if the
fact, I
writer of The
typically
Last
believe
Jedi-
they're lying.
Look, if
Let's
the
say
Russos,
the writer of The Last Jedi
listen,
says,
listen, no, this is different. If the Russos said Captain Marvel
let me
is the
finish my point.
listen, no, I'm just we're gonna be arguing about something that is pointless. If the Russos came out and said Captain Marvel is the greatest superhero in the MCU, then you don't have to believe that because that's an opinion. But they have in their script. They writ the Russos and the McFeelys and Marcus, whatever, wrote the movie, directed the movie, and all that stuff. They say Thanos is the protagonist. How are you going to sit there and say that he's not?
it's not an opinion. It's not like a
"Bro,
view.
you just explained it, my nigga. Like
One
because
second.
how I perceive it is
hold on.
not so. If you're
Hold
telling
on.
me that Thanos is the protagonist, no,
What?
wait, hold on. If
One
if you're
second.
telling me Thanos is the all right, go ahead.
1 second. I hope y'all enjoying this back and forth. Hit that like button. Continue.
Yeah, if you're saying Thanos is the protagonist, then this movie fails at showing me that. That's even worse because you're showing me characters who I've seen throughout the universe talking about aspects of previous movies. Oh, remember this about this movie? Remember that stone about this? Oh, remember this about this? And all you show me about Thanos every time we see him is him collecting a stone, my nigga. So you have failed of showing me that Thanos is the protagonist of this movie.
What is a protagonist to you? How would you define it?
I mean, the movie goes. We see it from his viewpoint as the protagonist, and we assume that what he is doing is what is right, and
No.
everyone else is opposing that.
No, it don't
We
gotta
didn't
be
get that
right.
from Thanos though. We
It
can
don't
clearly
gotta
see
be
his plan was evil. Made no fucking sense.
Who is the
And-
protagonist in the Saw movies?
Could you repeat that?
Who is the protagonist in the Saw movies?
Shit, it's the people try to escape, bro.
No. Okay. All right. I'm not trying to insult you or anything. So let's just break this down. Like, Thanos is the main character. Thanos is the main character of Infinity War.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd
He's
say
the
our
protagonist.
He's
The
not the
story
main
is
character.
about. Just look how the story starts.
So if he's
You
the main
start-
character, why are you showing me scenes with previous people, right? Talking about things of previous movies, right?
Alright, man.
And what
It's
they're
a
about to do.
sequel.
Alright,
Talking about
so-
their motivation.
It's a sequel, bro. Like, what?
Okay.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know if this is a good faith argument, bro. I'll accept your opinion that you didn't like Infinity War. I mean, you don't have to like it, but I think it's a.
Bro, you called it a masterpiece, my nigga.
Yeah,
You called
yeah.
Infinity War a masterpiece.
I called it a masterpiece the weekend it
That's
came out.
blasphemous.
That's not blasphemous at all. I did a whole. I did a whole.
Are you
I-
telling me a movie's a
piece
blast?
on it.
Wait.
I honestly feel like I'm
What makes
legitimately
a
being
masterpiece
trolled
for you,
here.
bro? What makes a masterpiece? For you?
I just explained how a movie.
I want to get
handles
into your
its
mind.
themes. Okay, how a movie handles its themes. How effectively does a movie handle its themes? The movie Infinity War handled the theme of sacrifice brilliantly. That's why right before Thanos is.
What if the stakes are trash? What if the script is bad? What if the acting is bad too?
Then it didn't handle the theme well. If the script is bad, the acting's bad.
That's not
It's how
going
it
into account.
handles- Yes, of course it goes into account. How
Well,
it
that's what I'm
handles
arguing.
its theme. Let me just finish
Script
this.
was trash.
Just let me just complete the thought.
You-
So
you
how
keep
a movie
sticking to
handles-
the-
Hold on, Swag. Hold on, Swag.
You're
Yeah,
sticking to a theme. Any movie can, bro.
how a movie handles its theme. So when we talk about Infinity War, when we talk about Thanos, that's why in that final scene, right before he collect the stone from Vision, he said this. He basically told Scarlet Witch that this day cost a heavy toll. He was discussing sacrifice to her. He said this day pulls a heavy toll, you know, and basically empathizes with her in the moment because I know what it feels like to lose right now.
I
This
can
is what
tell.
it
I can
says
show
for it.
you a Godzilla movie. I can show you a Godzilla movie that handles the theme of monster, horror, all that shit to the T perfectly. But I'll never call that movie a masterpiece because the script, the acting are all trash. Theme does not
don't
go
know,
that far,
bruh.
bro.
I don't know, bruh, because
Y'all take
Well, look, well,
really
look.
Theme? That's what you're saying?
Let
Makes this movie a masterpiece?
I mean,
So the characters don't matter to you.
I'm still trying to get these answers to why Infinity War is
Wait,
garbage.
what? Wait,
well, look,
one
well, look.
second.
Bro,
One second. One second.
oh my
Hold,
god.
hold on 1 second. Shout out to Stevie J hitting 1K. We're definitely gonna be he's gonna be doing this 1K stream on Saturday. So salute to the bro. Continue.
Well, look. Let me say this because I got a question to the people who like Infinity War about Thanos and Gamora. Because the biggest reason
You
for
finally
Thanos,
found them, K-Dot. You've been looking for them.
yeah, and look, let me say this: the biggest reason for Thanos pursuing to get the stones, the only way he can get all six was he had to make a sacrifice and kill Gamora, right? Because he loved her. I don't see no proof of anything in the MCU of Thanos loving Gamora. Like, how does Thanos love Gamora?
They explained it. They showed the scene in the movie.
You see that K-Dot one scene? They showed a scene.
No.
And see, look,
No.
wait, let me say this about that one scene. There was nothing unique about Gamora. All she did was pull away from him like any child would do.
Look,
If strange men are trying to pull away a kid, and Thanos looks at it like, "Oh, you're a fighter." I mean,
y'all troll. Like anyway, so they showed that scene with Gamora and Thanos. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I mean, Gamora and Nebula, they talk about Thanos and all that stuff. Like she talks about Thanos like there's an obvious relationship there, you know.
yes.
If he didn't love her, he could have got him. Bro, y'all trolling me, aren't y'all?
I mean, but look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. Red Skull told them what the Soul Stone requires: a soul for a soul. So when Thanos finds out, he starts crying. Right. Exactly. He starts crying, and Gamora is gloating. Hey, you don't love anything. So the universe has wait. The universe
that's
has
the problem. That's the problem.
Hold on.
She said the universe has judged you. She said the universe has judged you. You don't love anything. And she said, "Oh my God, what tears?" And Red Skull said those tears are not for him. It's for you. The only thing he loved was her. The Soul Stone recognized that, right? The Soul Stone acknowledged that he made that sacrifice.
And to add on to that, you could also look at his relationship with Nebula, how he basically could care less about her, and the way he treats compared to how he treats Gamora. He even said in the movie, like, I wish you would sit on this throne one day.
Yeah, well, look.
That's the problem with you guys, right?
BJ brought it up.
Y'all see one scene.
Wait, Swag. Let me say
it's not one scene. It's plenty of scenes.
Plenty of scenes, but I'm telling you, we haven't seen
let me say this.
To show that Thanos even cares about Gamora.
Look, I'm asking guys, what is one love about her? That's why I'm confused. He loves her, but what? What does he love? Because what makes him love this girl so much to drop a tear for her?
He explained it when they was in the throne room on Sanctum, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. Throne room scene. He clearly explained it.
Like, y'all really trolling me tonight, aren't y'all? Please, just tell me so I can keep playing along.
Wait. He explained how he loved Gamora. Is that what you're saying?
Man.
Yeah, I guess y'all just, I don't know, bro.
Nigga, I'm waiting for an answer, my nigga.
Yes,
y'all trolling me, man. Y'all trolling me.
He did.
And I'm falling for every bit of it.
I want when you're losing an argument.
It's not
a stay trolling when you're losing an argument.
You're trolling me. I've known this from the get-go.
I want to say,
my nigga, I give you points. Points. Instead of rebuttaling, you say troll.
I want to say first and foremost, I appreciate y'all coming on and like talking about this because I know this could get heated. You know, it's all respectful. You know, like this ain't nothing personal and nothing like that. You know, say like, I respect Swag. You know, say he has very strong opinions. That's why I always like debating with him and stuff and whatnot. And I appreciate Guru coming on. Appreciate K-Dot and LB. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
All right, wait. Let me say this. Stevie J brought it.
I want to get on.
That man.
What happened, PB?
Wait,
I didn't hear my name.
I forgot all about
it.
My fault.
Gingers.
The one ginger, the only white man on the panel right
Wait,
now.
is PB or me going? I'm not sure. I'm confused. PB, you want to go or? Because I had a point that I wanted to
No, I
address.
didn't want to go. I just didn't want to be left out.
Bro, I get out. I haven't even got on the action.
Wait, no, don't go to the action yet. Stay on this Thanos thing. Okay, people are
Yeah,
saying
we're gonna get to the action, my nigga.
people are saying because he respected her
Thinking
fighting
it's no
spirit.
stakes.
What fighting spirit did she have? What fighting spirit? Because she was a good fighter. So he cried over her just that she's a good fighter. Is that it?
He cried because he loved her.
Okay. So let me ask y'all this question. What did you?
Don't read the comments, Kate. I'll just listen to their argument.
I got this question for you too. What did you want Thanos to do? Did you want him to take her to the park and hug and cuddle her in a bed or something?
No. Show me more
backstory, my nigga. Oh my god, thank you.
values.
Perfect. You finally get it. Showing me backstory.
I'm asking.
How he actually cares. Thank you.
I'm asking. Like,
So
give
they
me
didn't- so
give
they
me
didn't have-
examples.
Just said it.
Give
Yeah,
me
They didn't have a
examples.
flashback scene in
Backstory.
Infinity War.
Show us them doing stuff, talking about things. Why
You
he?
just
Okay,
bro,
wait,
you just
no.
Explain.
Check this out. Wait,
Like that's the thing.
Wait,
Why did he want to take this one little green girl from this
Hold
one?
up. Check this out. What about the scene? What about the scene in Nowhere where she kills him and then she starts crying and then he walks up and says, "I just wanted to know that you care."
Because she's weird. Why would you cry
Well,
over?
no, not
My
him.
nigga, she
Why
killed him
would
because
Thanos do
yeah,
that?
you think she
Why
loves
would
him?
Thanos do that? He said, "I wanted to know if you cared." Why would he care if Gamora cared about him?
Yeah, and
Why
I'm
would he
confused,
care if Gamora cared about him or not?
Guru, and that's why I'm confused. In Guardians 1 and 2, it was clearly shown that she was trying to destroy what Thanos was creating. She was done
Not
with
from
Thanos.
her. You looking from her perspective. Why would Thanos care if she cared?
I don't know. I'm confused. Why would he care?
Because he loves
Because
her.
she cares about him.
Because
That's
he
what we
loves
got.
her.
You Guru.
He cares
Yeah,
about
exactly.
his mom.
Yeah. We've already established that. We've established that. The problem is we've gotten nothing to show that. We've gotten no backstory to show that. All this time we've heard of him hating, of him mistreating his daughters. That's all we've gotten. And now you're just saying I love you, and you shed a tear. That's not enough. That's enough for you guys. One scene is enough for you guys. But people that like really look at a story.
It's not one scene. I mean,
When her people die,
Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, you know, she's very jealous of the relationship Thanos has with Gamora. It's obvious in the way she talks and
Nebula.
like how Thanos just basically dismisses Nebula all the time. I mean, it shows
she's getting fucking tortured. No one wants to get tortured.
I mean, like I said, that whole throne room scene in
Bro,
Infinity
we named
War.
about 5 scenes, bro. I just named the.
I have a question for you.
No.
Nowhere.
Look. That scene on Look, let me say this. This is what I would agree with. Thanos agrees that Gamora is a great fighter, and that's it. That's it. He loves that. He likes that she's a great fighter, and she is very. She's very
Nebula.
She's a good addition to his army. But the thing about it is, if that's what makes her special and why he cries over her, then that's weak.
I mean,
he cried over her because she's a great fighter. Oh my gosh, I gotta kill my best fighter.
Let me explain to you guys something.
Ebony Maw is stronger than Ebony Maw is stronger than Gamora. Would Thanos sacrifice Ebony Maw and cry over Ebony Maw?
Look, Thanos is psychotic like that. Like you can't tell him what his definition of love is. It's obvious that he loves her.
He's crazy now.
He wants to kill half.
Let me ask you guys something.
Thanos wants to kill half the population. You think that's a sane person?
No. Thanos.
I want to ask you guys something.
Look. Oh, go ahead, Swag. Go ahead. You go ahead, Swag. Go, Swag.
I'm loving this debate, by the way.
We're talking about Gamora, right? Yeah, we're talking about Gamora, right? And the previous Marvel movies, right? This is backstory. You just explained how in Guardians 1 we learned that Gamora did not like Thanos, yada, 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 right? This applies with the other Avengers too. We have backstories of these characters going into this movie. Where this movie fails is introducing Thanos' backstory, because previous to this movie, we had no backstories of Thanos. We had no motivations, right? And you cannot tell me one Titan scene is a backstory. You cannot tell me him shedding one tear, my nigga, and showing him on a planet with Gamora is backstory.
Yeah,
that's just 2 scenes that we're showing. Like, we have not seen like how he truly cares about Gamora. We have not seen how he truly gets this motivation of, I'll have to destroy half the universe.
All right, so
let me ask you this. You cannot get this motivation off one planet.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
this.
if he's the protagonist of this movie, just how
Yeah,
Iron
the movie
protagonist of
fails.
this movie,
There's no
Alright.
you
backstory.
got backstories of all these characters when they were the protagonists of their films.
All right, so let me ask you this: if we didn't have the prequels in Star Wars with what they told you about Darth Vader before he became Darth Vader, was that okay?
Bro, no one liked Darth Vader before we knew.
It helped, but it wasn't needed. Star
Okay.
Wars
It wasn't
No one
needed.
liked Darth Vader
Also, the
before we
Dark
knew
Knight.
Anakin.
Do you take points off the Dark Knight because you don't know Joker's backstory other than a bunch of lies?
I mean, that's the thing about Joker. Joker
Well,
doesn't.
hold up. This is
No, no,
where you fail.
Point proven. Point
They
proven.
not making no sense.
Wait a minute. Joker has no canon origin. He's a mystery. In the comics, he never has an origin. That's why you write Joker with no origin. He's a non-canon.
No, don't go to the
He has no
There's a
origin.
comic.
No.
with his origin.
I'm just saying. Joker never had an origin. Why would you give him an origin in this movie? He's a
No,
mystery.
even if
Why
without
purpose?
That's
That's part of his story.
even without the origin, right?
Yes.
Even without the origin, within the own movie, we clearly get what a Joker's motivations, my nigga. His motivation is to show all it takes is one bad day, my nigga. And that's established throughout the action he's taking. Thanos' backstory requires
Establishing the throne room with
backstory
We get
requires him
Thanos'
seeing
backstory of what he's doing in the Avengers.
a
When
flashback of
Thor
one planet,
says,
my nigga.
hey, somebody's playing a freaking game out there, and the stones are being revealed.
I mean,
What?
they told us this.
I remember that thing. Yeah, Thor did say that.
Okay, the backstory is not needed if the character was not dope either. Let's say the character. Okay, let's say it's not needed if the character's dope.
Like
character's
Thanos'
not dope.
backstory
Why
is
is this
alluded
nigga letting
to
everyone
so much
Why
in
is
so
nigga a
many
pussy?
movies. Like, did you not watch all the movies?
Yeah, Iron Man said he been dreaming about this guy. He said, I've been having nightmares
I
about
seen
this
all the
dude.
movies. They didn't tell me nothing about Thanos up until Infinity War, and Infinity War barely gave me what I needed.
That's false.
This was the movie. This was the movie that was
Tell
supposed
you
to
nothing
explain
about
how did he get the
Thanos, and
army?
you
How
didn't
did
see
he get
all the
all these
movies.
things?
Just
This was
talked
the
about
movie that
Guardians
was
of the
supposed to
Galaxy
explain
earlier.
everything on
God,
Thanos.
bro.
We got nothing.
Bro, we got 25 different characters in
Bro,
this movie, bro. We
you
can't
don't-
sit down and go through every itemized piece of everything. Nobody.
Like a 10-hour movie.
Do you know anything about Thanos?
But my thing
Post
is
Infinity War?
like LB said, do we see Darth Vader collect all of the material for the Death Star, and we needed that backstory? But no, once the character is on screen, once they're presented, we can go from there as long as it's complete. And Thanos was more than complete. He was built
Dear
up.
God.
In
So
previous
you're just
movies.
gonna
Act
excuse
like he
the
just
10-year
came out of
build-up that
nowhere.
Thanos had? You're gonna excuse that? That has no value now? The 10-year build-up that Thanos had that's different than any
Okay,
other
so
villain.
is it
cinematic
build up
history.
or is it backstory? You just said 10 years of build up. Is it build up or is it backstory? Which one
My
is
nigga, we have build up. Hold up. When there's build up to something, I expect it to be fulfilled. No,
you saying it's no
when the
backstory?
like you said, the
saying
Russos
it's
say
build
this,
up.
right?
Which
The
one is
Russos
it?
tell me this is a protagonist movie.
You saying it, but it's saying he's
And
saying it's
barely-
build up.
I'm
and
going
he's
with
saying
your
it's no
point. I'm going with
backstory.
your
Which
point.
one is it?
You say the Russos say, right? This is a Thanos protagonist movie. Well, I go to this movie, I know nothing about Thanos. I don't know how he got his army. I don't know anything about him.
Besides Titan,
Exactly.
I lived on Titan.
So how is this
And
a
look, that's the thing. They
protagonist
call him the
movie?
Mad Titan. What the hell is a Titan? Mad Titan.
Exactly. We don't even
What
know
is
what's
a
a Titan.
We don't know. We don't know what
We know
they are.
nothing
They're
about
just
this
a
nigga.
species that failed because they keep on having babies. Stop having kids. Kill some of your babies.
This nigga had nothing, bro. This was supposed to be the movie that was gonna do it. It didn't do shit.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man. He ain't doing anything. He won.
It's cool, bro. It's cool.
Yeah, he
bro.
won,
We
my
gotta
nigga.
like
Hey,
this movie, bro.
this is
So
this
what?
is one.
Bro.
This is
Thanks for
one of
saying
the,
he won
hey,
because
this is one of those things where I realize we ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna let y'all have this one. All right.
Hey, look,
I'm gonna let him have it.
Infinity War is garbage.
Well, look, no. Well, look, let's get to it.
I mean, you're not
It's
even trying to rebuttal my arguments. That's the problem. You're just saying
Everything,
No, hold on.
man, everything you
he's
said
psycho.
has been rebutted, bro. In multiple ways.
Right.
Multiple ways.
Saying someone is crazy. Saying someone is
No,
crazy
no.
is not a rebuttal.
No, the thing is, you presented it to us like, okay, Infinity War is garbage. You're not really explaining why it's garbage, and then when we respond to what you're saying, you're dismissing what we're saying. So
I go ahead. I want to respond to your points.
Okay.
Tell me
let's
why
start
it's
with
amazing. Tell me why
Thanos
it's
was
amazing.
the protagonist. Respond to that.
I will say if that is true, the movie failed in
maybe.
that point.
Yeah, kind of. He was the main character.
That's how I
okay,
would
if
respond.
if Thanos isn't the protagonist, who is the protagonist of Infinity War?
Someone in the Avengers.
No.
Someone not
Say
splitting.
who?
Who?
I'd say arguably Thor and Iron Man.
Arguably.
Yeah,
Since
definitely.
they have the
Thor.
most screen.
Yeah, because the majority of the movie focused on Thor getting his hammer, and Iron Man.
I mean, when you look at an Avengers movie, who do you call the protagonist? You just say the Avengers, no?
Okay. The movie is the storyline of Infinity War isn't surrounding Iron Man or Thor. They have subplots in the movie. Like the entire movie is we have to get the stones or whatever before Thanos completes it. The whole movie is surrounded around Thanos, and the movie is from the point of view of Thanos.
I mean, it's from multiple.
Told you. Yeah, it has multiple point of views.
Wait
And
a second.
I'd argue that
Let's get some facts here. Let's get some facts here. Most screen time in Infinity War, Thanos with 31 minutes. Number 2, Gamora with 20 minutes. Again, the movie's about sacrifice. 3, Iron Man with 17 minutes. 4 is Thor, 15 minutes and 15 seconds. 5 is Doctor Strange, 11 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, fine. We'll say Thanos is the.
Let go. I said let's say Thanos is the protagonist. The movie fails.
We asked the question, who's the protagonist, and like you're saying it's Iron Man. I mean, the movie isn't revolved around Iron Man at all.
Okay,
like,
all right. Thanos has.
Wait, are you going off screen time now? Are we going off screen time? Are we going off motivation?
Screen time. Y'all just brought up screen time.
All right, so
Did I just bring up screen time?
all right, fine.
Now we said we not
because when we're discussing an Avengers,
that goes to the point that you're not accepting what people saying. That's when you're not accepting nothing. You brought up screen
my
time.
nigga, I just told you. Let's say Thanos is the protagonist. I just told you. I gave you that, right? If I'm gonna give you this movie becomes boring.
I got you. I feel you, bro. What I'm saying is, we just gave the screen time. You brought up screen time, and then you said, "Okay, we're going by screen time now." What I'm saying is, you're not accepting what we're saying.
Because I said the Avengers. We say the Avengers, you say pick one. Because when we say the Avengers, you say pick one, nigga. Who am I supposed to pick, nigga? I just go with the
Black Lives Matter, bro.
Time at that point,
a nigga, bro. Black Lives
my
Matter.
nigga. When it's an Avengers movie, who do you say is the protagonist?
One of the Avengers.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm not. We're not talking about. We're not talking about the other Avengers movie. We're talking about Infinity War. We're talking about Infinity War. Like the movie in Infinity War.
Yeah, and who are in Infinity War? The Avengers.
You're gonna basically just look at Infinity War as Thanos' movie, and then Endgame as
the Avengers movie. Right.
Yeah, let's look at it as that. Let's look at it as Thanos. I give you this. I give you that. Yes, I'm giving it to you. I'm just telling you, if I give it to you, which I am, the movie becomes worse. So you're destroying yourself. I'm trying to help you.
No, I mean, like, honestly, you can't debate facts. And the fact of the matter here is the screenwriters of the movie and the director say Thanos is the protagonist.
Okay, all right, fine.
Here we go.
Has the most screen time.
Zack Snyder. Aren't you the same nigga that doesn't like Zack Snyder? Even though he says, "Oh, this movie's a masterpiece. This movie's supposed to mean." No, you know, Superman was actually saved by Aquaman in Man of Steel.
Well, the thing is, Zack Snyder saying a movie is a masterpiece. Like, that's an opinion. Like, saying a character is the protagonist, that's not an opinion. That's a fact. If it's coming from the screenwriter and the director of the movie.
If Zack Snyder says Lois Lane is the protagonist, are you gonna agree with him?
Well, he's the director of the movie.
Yeah, you see, that's my problem exactly. You're just gonna agree with the director just because he's the director. You do realize every director's vision does not like show through a movie as much as they want it to. You do realize that, right? It's for our perception that matters. That's why we grade movies. Oh, B plus.
No, I mean
A
this,
plus.
this is look. Let me tell you
Every
something.
director's gonna think their movie's an A plus.
Let me tell you something though. Like, I'm not one person that's going to argue facts. Okay, like it's a waste of time. There's no point in this to her arguing a fact. If the director and the writers of a movie say something about in their script, who are you who has nothing to do with the script of the movie to tell them to say no, that's not true? Like we're in a territory right now of these crazies online that love telling people, facts or opinions here.
Well, look. OB Black Girl.
You don't understand how a movie works. If your
don't?
movie does not show the bro,
I mean,
Bro,
I've written
listen.
screenplays
a
before.
director. No, you do understand. I'm just saying, it's in this debate. I'm just saying, right? A director can say whatever they want, but if your movie does not show it, I'm not gonna agree.
Okay.
If your movie completely contradicts what you're saying, I'm not gonna. How am I supposed to just take that shit up my ass? and just agree
Right
with
now
you?
we're arguing 1 + 1 = 2, and you're telling me it's 1 + 1 is 3.
That's not what I'm telling you.
That's what's happening right now. Because you're telling me I shouldn't believe what the director or the writers are saying because you think that's not what it shows in the movie, but you don't even know who the protagonist is of the movie.
Hold on. Shaw said 21 people watching. That's a new record. You know what I'm saying?
Boom,
Hey,
motherfuckers.
Right.
Continue.
But Lonely, I just explained to you, right? If I give you that, if I let you have that Thanos is the protagonist, right? Which I already have. If I give you that, right? The movie fails though, because the movie does not show this. That's what I'm telling you.
It does show.
A director can say whatever they want, but if the movie portrays it badly, it's still bad.
Okay, look at it this way. Look at this way, fam. The movie starts and ends with Thanos. The first scene of the movie we get Thanos. The last scene we get Thanos.
Like, he completed his mission, the mission of the movie. He completed it. He collected all of the stones,
Yes.
and he did the snap. Like, how can you dispute that
Did we
he's
know
not the
that
main
before coming
character
into
of
the
the
movie?
movie?
Did we know that Thanos was gonna collect the stones before we saw the movie? Didn't we know that?
I mean,
What?
No, we didn't know he was going to. That's why it was awesome.
Right.
Look. For me, I'll give it to you guys, but I'll just
Isn't
say
that the whole build-up? Wait, what? We didn't know that Thanos was coming after the stones.
Bruh, ain't nobody know he was going to get all the stones in the movie. Ain't nobody know. ain't no way you could tell me you knew this.
no. He's talking about people didn't know Thanos was going to snap, even though we all knew he was going to.
No, we knew he was going to
That was
snap, but
obvious.
like for me, I didn't think it was going to happen
'Cause
in
it
the
was
first movie.
I
didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen.
Right.
I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. I didn't know, man.
we didn't know who was going to die, but we knew he was going to win. We didn't know.
I didn't think. I
wanna
thought it was
get
going to
the
be
fights,
no.
bro.
I thought it was going to be 2 movies, and I didn't think he was going to collect all the stones and do the snap until the second movie.
Yeah, nobody knew he was gonna get them stones. At
That's
the end
why
of
everyone was shocked at the end of Infinity War.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
I knew.
You could have known, bro. I just capped.
Nah, bro.
No. I knew
We can take a poll on that.
I knew he was going to win in Infinity War. That was
no.
Yes, it was obvious. Come on.
Bruh, what was your reaction at the end of Infinity War?
My reaction at the end of Infinity War was almost crying for Spider-Man, and that's it. And then I remembered, oh, he has a sequel movie after this. He's going to come back to life. It's all good.
That's the problem with the movie. You shouldn't say Spider-Man will return.
I mean, look.
That's
I would have been shocked more.
Anyways,
if all
it's
6.
obvious that when
Look, wait, Swag.
obvious the people that was gonna come back compared to the people that were dusted. Like it's obvious we knew the people that were dusted were gonna come back, but the people that he actually killed, those were the stakes. Which is my problem with Thanos. He let a lot of people get off the leash. Like I don't know why. He let a lot of people get a pass. Like the Guardians, like Iron Man, like all these. Why are you letting all
Right,
these
yeah.
people
He
live?
let him get a pass. He just
so-called-
let him build a time machine.
Exactly.
And then look. Even with Thanos, when he gets to the end game, he's like, "Oh dang, my plan was dumb the whole time. It didn't make no sense. I got to kill everybody." So I
Okay,
got to build a new.
game, but we ain't talking.
Well, that's Endgame, but we're in.
I mean, in Infinity War, like you saying he let people slide. Like, look, he completed his mission. The work was done. He said that in the end game. He said the work is done. Whatever y'all do is whatever. I don't care. I did what I had to do.
Yeah,
Well, I
he
mean,
completed the mission.
well, look,
which
I
made
did
no
want to ask
sense.
this too. Was
His
Thanos
mission makes
just
no. We're
fulfilled
still on
with
this
killing
mission,
half
bro.
the population in his
Hold on, hold on.
lifetime? Even though, let's say when he dies, the population will be back to what
You
it
do
is.
realize that's momentary peace, right?
It's going to be overpopulated again.
Yeah, that's momentary peace.
Hey
Like
man, like
he's asking for a momentary
Lord,
peace and not
I'm-
long term peace. Like
I'm not here to
like a
question
long
his.
term
His
plan.
plan has multiple flaws.
Like the thing with Thanos is he got this whole army, wasted all these resources to have an army of people go to each planet, kill half, for them to keep having babies and the same problem keep happening again. Like, bro, just get the root of the problem. He didn't do that.
Right. So
Right?
every villain has a perfect plan.
No. I'm not saying these have a perfect plan.
Why
I'm
do you
just
have to
saying-
compare Thanos to other villains? Why can't you just see him in this one movie?
I am seeing him in the own movie.
Because I'm
And
not
his
saying he has a
plan was to
plan.
But you
collect the
just said every
stones
movie we're
and
talking about.
kill half of all of the people who are taking up the resources.
and
that's
the
what he
plan
did.
worked. Right.
And
Why?
work. Yeah.
Yeah,
it worked.
And look,
Okay. The
what do
plan
you mean,
worked.
why?
Why did you want that plan? Right. Just explain to me.
Because he
Just explain to
saw
me why.
how lack of resources ravaged his own
Okay.
planet
Thank you.
and
thank you.
destroyed his civilization.
So you're telling me Thanos has been across the entire universe? You're telling me Thanos has been across the entire universe?
Well, it's also mentioned that they've conquered many galaxies and planets,
No, they've never.
and obviously
What?
he saw.
Galaxies.
Obviously he saw
The
what was
first
going
thing
on,
I said was no plan is perfect.
and not only that, not only if you paid attention to the whole entire Infinity Saga, it's obvious Thanos is watching over everything going on.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's watching over everything going on, but he doesn't seem to recognize anybody. But that's another problem.
wait,
Anyways, you said he's
swag, real quick. The funniest thing Thanos says, I'm going to do it myself, but he needs the Black Order's help for him to do it. I'm
I
going
mean,
to do it
gonna
myself.
do shit himself.
Why you got the Black Order in the movie if you say you're going to do it yourself?
He did. What? Who brought him a stone in the movie? Tell me
So
out.
why is it that
And,
No,
well,
y'all
wait,
accept
wait,
the
let's just
plan,
address
but
what he
when
just
it makes
said.
no sense,
He said he gonna do it
y'all
himself.
call him
Did
crazy?
anybody
Why
bring-
y'all call him crazy? Are you saying
Well,
Thanos is
did
crazy?
anybody bring Thanos a stone? He got the reality stone. He got the
Wait,
mind
you responding to Swagger me?
He
Black
got
dude.
handed,
Swagger
handed-
me. K-Dot.
Y'all going with a accomplishment? Oh my
Stone.
gosh.
right? He got the soul stone.
Bro, accomplishments don't mean anything if your base is.
I'm just trying to address the point he just made. Didn't he do it himself in the movie?
No, we gotta stay in the
No,
lane of the problem.
No. What I'm saying is he was going to do it himself. But why would you need the Black Order if you're going to do it yourself? He had an intention that I'm going to use these people to help me get the stones. When he said it at the end of Avengers 2, I'm going to do it myself.
And he did it
Myself. Yeah. But his intention was I'm gonna do it myself by myself. But he brought people to help him with it.
And don't talk about previous movies. This whole balance shit was introduced in this one movie. So previous movies don't really matter when it comes to Thanos, at least.
He was introduced in this movie as far as a
This
flesh
was supposed to be the movie where you got his backstory and all that.
I don't know, bro. I feel you though, bro. You didn't like it, bro.
I mean, look, that's the one thing I wanted from Infinity War, like a Thanos backstory. And the Russos did say they cut out 30 minutes. That was his backstory, like his origin. Cut out 30
The
minutes.
Russos even said they regretted filming Infinity War with Endgame.
LB made a great
They
point.
re-
Star
they
Wars
regretted
is a classic. Nobody knew where Darth Vader was from or Palpatine. Like there was no backstory. But Star Wars was a classic for 30 years until the
Bro, I just told
I
you.
mean, but
only
that's the thing though. That's the Darth Vader's not really even a good villain like that though. I'm gonna keep it 100. He looks tight, but he ain't a good villain.
They're forgetting about the build-up.
good villains in
He looks tight and his voice is good. But he's not a good villain to me. He doesn't have any really
And
accomplishments.
plus, their motivations are clear, bro. Darth Vader was just following orders, and Palpatine wanted to conquer the universe. Those were clear motivations.
And
Motivations
the
make no
motivations
sense.
of
That's the difference.
Thanos is clear too. Oh, hold on. I see Maddie in the chat.
It's clear, but it makes no sense. It's flawed.
What's up, man?
Oh shit, Kate out better represent, nigga.
Man, I'm trying to hold it down best I can. She. But look, let me say this: Darth Vader's not a good villain to me. He never been a good villain. He got no feats to prove that he's a good villain. He has people around him say, "Oh, Darth Vader's this, Darth Vader's that," but we ain't.
You see how they like to go to other movies, like
he has
other
feats,
movies,
but
but
Darth Vader's not
I'm
a good.
staying in this one movie within the context of this one movie.
No,
I
I mean,
talking about.
I've tried to stay on Infinity War as much as possible.
And we given scenes from Infinity War. As far as when we talked about Thanos loving Gamora, we gave 3 separate scenes in that movie that establishes that. It's really 4 scenes if you include the backstory when she was a kid. And then it's like none of that shit matters.
No.
None of that shit fucking matters.
Because that's not back, my
It
nigga.
doesn't matter. But I'm asking, what does he specifically love about her? Let
Y'all
me
take
just
one
ask.
scene and you say, "Oh, backstory."
Wait, Flag.
Bruh.
What specifically does he love about her to prove that he would cry over her? What did he specifically love about her? This
He raised her.
Yeah, to be a fighter in his army.
He raised her. He wanted Gamora to take over for him one day.
Right. And I want to ask this: why not someone like Ebony Maw? Because he looks like he's more qualified to be.
I don't know. Let me hop in the DMs and ask Thanos for you.
Well, look. I'm gonna say this, LB.
You see how we're talking about Thanos, right?
Wait, Swag. Let me say this. The reason I think Thanos likes Gamora is because she's a very, she has a fighter mentality, I guess, and he sees that she's a good fighter, very valuable to the army. And I guess I don't know if she proves herself and she's powerful and strong. But if he values power, then someone like Ebony Maw should be the next one in line instead of her to lead his army and rule. Since he's the most powerful out of Nebula, the Black Order, and Gamora, he's the most powerful child he has. Ebony Maw.
I don't know. We don't have that answer for you. Why he wanted Gamora to run it over Ebony Maw. We sorry.
And that's
Come on, man.
Come on, man. No. I'm asking, why does he love her? Just because he's a good fighter?
We're explaining this. Like he raised.
You don't know
the girl.
why he loves her, bro.
Like, I mean, I don't understand. Like, what?
Okay, you see, now you're taking experiences from. Now you're trying to relatability. You're using relatability. That's what you're using. Oh, obviously, if a man raises a child, he's gonna love her.
Well, if he did care, like, I'm not saying like every single parent in the world.
Because everyone tells me he loves her, but I don't know why he loves her. I can say reasons of why I love.
Why does anybody love anybody, bro? Why does Obama love Michelle?
Because with experience.
Because they boyfriend, girlfriend.
Why do I love cookies?
Because they know how.
I mean, they both grew up each other. They love each other as husband and wife.
Okay, well, Thanos loves him or her as father and daughter.
I don't.
My nigga, don't act like
I don't see that. I don't see that because we didn't see that until Infinity War of this father and daughter thing. And
that's the thing too. That's the thing too. Y'all only getting this love shit from this one movie. Before Infinity War, we had no idea Thanos ever loved her. All we heard was bad shit from him. That's all we ever heard.
Stevie J made the point. It had impact.
So now they're introducing this love shit in this one movie, but even in previous movies, all we hear is bad shit, abuse, torture. Now he loves them.
I wouldn't even say that. Like I said, the relationship between Gamora and Nebula it's explained that
Nebula is
Thanos.
Now.
I have a question for you, LB.
What's up?
Before this movie, did you think that Thanos loved Gamora before this movie?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stop lying, bruh. Come on now.
Why are you gonna ask me a question to tell me I'm lying?
Do you really believe that you thought Thanos loved Gamora?
Like before the movie, Thanos wasn't. He was only in what? I think he was in 2 post-credit scenes. He was in. He was in one movie. He was in one movie.
And everything we heard of him was bad.
And he had 2 scenes in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And whenever Nebula and Gamora talked about him, it was clear as day that Thanos, favored Gamora over Nebula, and he took care of them. He adopted them. Like,
I mean,
what more do you?
You know the word they used? They used abducted.
Now, what more do you want? Do you want them to have Thanos write a will for the children and all of that stuff? When I kill half of the galaxy, this is what I want you to have. I want you to have 3 planets. I want you to have 4. You can have my Infinity Gauntlet. Like, what do you want from them to do?
I want this movie to not contradict previous movies, for one. You just told me, we just watched these movies, right? Everything we hear about this nigga Thanos, abduction, torture, I hate him, oh my gosh, don't give him the Power Stone, I hate him, let's kill him, all this shit we hear about this nigga, right?
She don't.
And then you contradict yourself in this movie, I love her now. What the
she don't like him.
I said the same thing about Thor. I said the same thing about Thor, my nigga, about the hammer shit.
I don't know about that. He was crying over her when she killed him.
Well, there you go. So
y'all don't see the contradictions.
Remember, the Soul Stone said, Red Skull said that the Soul Stone has a certain intelligence to it. It requires a sacrifice.
You see, that's
right.
Yeah. So
right. So you can't. So if you went to get the Soul Stone, wait a second. If you went to go get the Soul Stone and you threw off one of your enemies, the Soul Stone will say, "Nah, that's not enough because you already don't like that person, so it's nothing." So the Soul Stone acknowledges that Thanos loved Gamora because the Soul Stone was given to Thor. Thanos.
Wait.
I gotta respond. Hold on. I gotta respond. What's your name? Because I can't really see it through the screen.
Guru, Black Guru.
All right, Black Guru, right? Let's say me and you. Let me give you this example. Let's say me and you go on that planet, right? We see Black Skull, a nigga we've never met.
Red Skull. Come on now, let's get it right. Red Skull.
Red Skull. A nigga we've never met, right? Which is dumb because Thanos isn't intelligent. But anyways, let's move on. A nigga we've never met. Let's say this way to get the Soul Stone, right, is by sacrificing someone you love. Let's say I throw you down there, right, and I claim that I love you. Do I know you, nigga? Have you ever seen me and you hang out, my nigga?
But that's the point.
That's the exact same thing that happened with.
It was said that the Soul Stone has an intelligence. It knows. It would know that
just because someone says it,
you didn't sacrifice nothing. It's the Soul Stone. Think about what it is. It's the Soul Stone. And it would know if you just sacrifice somebody you cared about or not.
And Red Skull
explained, you hear something in a movie, right? You hear something, an expedition. You hear an expedition in the movie, and then you just believe it because it says so, even though it has not established previously or has not built up to it previously, anything of that sort. That's the problem. That's where we don't understand each other. That's where we can't.
Well, if we're debating a movie, we have to take the dialogue in the movie into account. The dialogue was
I just told you. You and me. I just give you the example with you and me.
You gave me
gave us the same dialogue, but nigga, yes. I don't know you. But the soul,
you don't know
the text that I love you. For
okay, you gave me an example, but did you understand my response though? Did you understand my response to your example?
No. Wait. Yes. I want to ask the Black Guru a question real quick. So with the Soul Stone, right? Now, you use the term like and love. Do you have to like or love someone in order for the Soul Stone to work? Like, say for example, let's say Thor likes Rocket, right? Can Thor toss Rocket Raccoon off a cliff and get the Soul Stone?
Quite possible.
Okay.
Visual storytelling. Thank you, Stevie J Reviews. That's the problem. That's one of the problems with this movie too, my nigga. Every time Thanos had this whole power cliff shit problem, right? Niggas will say, "Oh, the stones weren't glowing." What the freak?
Wait. Before we get to that, I don't.
Stevie's not on your side.
Wait, Guru. So you just have to like someone, right? And the Soul Stone works, right?
No. This is the exact word he said. In order to take the stone, you must lose that which you love. Soul for a soul.
Okay. So that means Thor cannot sacrifice Rocket Raccoon and get the Soul Stone.
We there's nothing established that Rocket Raccoon and Thor love each other.
No.
Oh my God! Thank you.
They may
finally get it.
Right.
But they may.
There's nothing established that Thanos and Gamora love each other. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Since
are we all on the same?
All right. No. All right. So let's say
Because I agree. You got to love the person.
Let's say that Thor and Rocket went to what's the planet called again? Valdemar.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Okay.
Nowhere.
So
Morag?
say they went to that
Mustafar?
planet and met with Red Skull, and he tells them this: are you going to buy this whole Thor and Rocket love each other?
It's 2020, man.
It's not, look, y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point. It's not for us to decide. The Soul Stone
It's
will
for the
decide.
stone.
Right. Yeah. I agree
How
100%.
much you cared about that person.
Right.
But
I-
weren't y'all disappointed with the reveal of the Soul Stone?
If you sacrifice somebody and you get that Soul Stone, the Soul Stone decided if you actually completed.
Yes, if it's the person you love the most.
Right, I agree fully with that. But
You hear that, K-Dot?
No, the reason
K-Dot.
I'm throwing the reason why I'm throwing this
If I
Thor.
And if
Hold on,
that
hold on.
raccoon is
sacrifice-
splattered at
one
the
at a
bottom
time.
of the cliff and the stone doesn't appear,
This is why. Listen, this is why I'm throwing the Thor and the Rocket thing, because in the movie it's established they've known each other for less than a day or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I
you
agree.
can't build up that kind of relationship to do this whole soul sacrifice thing. Like you wouldn't have bought that if they did that in the movie at all.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't buy it.
Yes, I would have. Wait. Did you say if they build it up?
No,
Build it up, I wouldn't have bought it.
No. If the movie went the same exact way, but instead of Gamora and Thanos going there, it was Rocket and Thor. Since you mentioned them, same way the movie goes.
Yes.
You would have bought
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
No,
bruh.
I wouldn't
Come
buy
on, bruh. No,
No, I
man.
wouldn't have bought it. You know
Oh,
why?
okay.
fuck.
You know why?
Look, me, I
would.
wouldn't buy that
Wait.
because look,
Has
Yeah,
Purp
now
ever
it's different,
shown
LB.
any sign of love?
If
for
it
Rocket?
was-
One person at a time, people. Come on now.
wait, my thing is delayed. Is it me talking? Am I good?
You good? Yeah, you good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now look, LB, since you brought up that point, I would not like that because look, if it was different to where Thor and Rocket liked each other since Avengers 1, different story, and they did that Soul Stone thing, different story. I probably wouldn't have liked it, but different story. At
Let me
least
give him.
a relationship and kind of love it. But if they just did that straight up in the movie and they just met each other, no, that's bullshit. They're just friends who met each other for a day. I mean, but look,
Let me give them a better example. Y'all
Go
remember Black Widow and Hawkeye?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember Black Widow and Hawkeye? Do you know why that was so mesmerizing? Do you know why we believe that? You know why that was stakes? Because it established that Black Widow and Hawkeye have a relationship, a mutual love for each other.
It was established in Guardians of the Galaxy that Thanos and Gamora had a relationship.
Was it established that Thanos loved her? You see, you're not getting
in
it.
Infinity War.
Like,
Wait, LB. Remember the scene when when he first get there and he said he looked back at her and he said that stone better be up there for your sister's sake.
yeah.
He didn't say it was gonna hurt Gamora if it ain't up there.
That's
He
fucked
said
up.
it
What's
better
that
be
have to
up
do with
there
her
for your
loving her?
sister's sake.
Right. I mean, it's proven so many times, bro. Like, Gamora is my favorite. Nebula, she's whatever. She's expendable.
Well, look, I'll just say this: he didn't love her.
Well,
He
it
put it in
doesn't
the
matter
head-
what
in his
it
head.
doesn't matter what you say. The Soul Stone told you.
And when he lastly,
We need to move points.
when
We
he
need to
snapped
change
his
points.
fingers, when he snapped his fingers, where did he go? Who was there? He was inside of what? The Soul Stone. Who was there? Gamora. Did you do it? Yes. What did it cost you? Everything. So in the midst of his
If I sacrifice
in the midst of his greatest
a
accomplishment,
random roach
first person
in
he's
my
seen
room right now,
before, did that not happen? Did that not happen?
if I look for a roach in my
He
room
asked
and I
you a question.
sacrifice,
He asked a question. You got to answer it. Come
yes,
on
it
now.
happened. Yes, it happened.
Okay.
Yes,
thank
it happened. Now, if I sacrifice a roach,
Look. Let
don't know if I
me
look
say
around
this.
for
'Cause
5 minutes
I
and I
don't
find a
look
roach,
me. I still don't believe that
sacrifice
Thanos.
that
If
beast,
Thanos,
right?
One at a time,
and then the
man.
Soul Stone says,
Wait.
"Damn it, K-Dot."
wait, who's going
Go ahead,
first?
go
My
ahead.
shit kind of delayed.
Hey,
Go
man,
ahead.
I think it's the most I've talked about Infinity War ever.
Okay. Well, look.
I just watched it the other day. That's why I'm tired. That's why all these scenes are coming back. I just watched it like literally 3 days ago. I just watched the entire movie with my girl. I'm telling you, Look,
That's a good choice.
Well, look, let me
A
say this:
very
if
good
Thanos'
choice.
only reason for loving Gamora
No,
is that she's a good fighter, I think
That,
that's
that,
what.
that, that that's not the only
bro, we
reason.
have to move on
You're
from this.
picking and choosing.
I mean, that's the only reason they showed of why he loved her, and that's all we saw. That's all I'll say about that.
You can't question a father's reasons for loving his child.
Right.
She's
And all
not.
right, let's
Yes,
keep
I
it on.
can.
Let's keep it on the
Yes,
way
I
real
can.
now.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
get
I
on to
can. What the
here.
freak?
All
Look,
right, let's
look,
keep.
look, well, look,
All right, here's a scenario. If any of us
If what I,
built
if
up,
I if what I see, if the child is telling me that my father's abusing me, I can question the father's
No, no,
love
no, no,
that he
no, no,
claims.
no, no,
Yes,
no, no. We're talking about the reasons the father loves the child, not the reasons the child loves the father. You have it backwards.
I mean,
and
have we even seen Thanos be?
okay, I can question that too. Then I can
Gamora
question
does
that too.
not have to love Thanos for this to work.
Are you telling me because he's her father that you just can't you can excuse any reason that he has for loving her? Are you telling me that?
all right, so
No,
if
I'm
Thanos,
saying that he can love her for whatever reason he chooses.
all right, so
Now, can I
hold on. Let me
validate?
no,
Go ahead.
hold on.
Go ahead.
Once, what
Let me bring up this
before
point
before you
about.
go, LB. Before you go, LB. Sorry. I'll let y'all know. I'm gonna shut things down in like 20 minutes. So you know what I'm saying, just letting
I'm
y'all
about
know.
to head out
All right.
now.
Probably less,
My dude.
probably less
Dun,
than that.
dun.
I'm about to head out now. This was fun. I respect everybody. It's a good conversation. My dude, say you don't like Infinity War. Don't say it was trash, bro. This movie is probably one of the greatest ever. Now, Endgame, if y'all want to
wait,
shit on
what?
Endgame,
The greatest?
yes. But if y'all want to shit on Endgame, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way. But I
Bro,
can't really
Endgame's better
defend
than
Endgame.
Infinity War.
I can't defend Endgame the way I can
Shouts out
defend
to Black
Infinity War.
Guru for coming on,
Yeah,
bringing on some
appreciate
fire.
you coming on, man.
Yeah, man,
No
Guru.
problem.
I appreciate you popping on, man. I like
I
to
can
have you
always, bro.
another time. I know
Right.
you're busy
I
and
can
stuff.
always, bro. Yeah, we good. I appreciate y'all. A nice meeting y'all. This is my first time. See you again, LB and Perk.
All
All
right.
right, man.
All right.
So
Yeah, bro.
what I was
Oh,
gonna
Steve
hold
Hill.
on. What I was gonna say is the scene where Thanos and Gamora are in the he's sitting on the throne or whatever that room, and he's telling Gamora, he hoped you would sit on this throne one day, and when she is dismissing everything he's saying, you could see in his face the pain that he has and the disappointment that man, I want my daughter to take over for me
There
one
you
day,
go
and
with the
she don't
crying
want no
shit.
part of it.
Yeah, because she
You
was
do
probably.
realize you're putting favorite and love together. They're not one and the same.
Oh shit.
Man,
You can have a favorite
all right.
daughter, but you don't have to love
Here's
them.
a scenario. Here's a scenario. If you're running a successful business and you're like, I'm going to retire one day, I'm pretty sure all of you would want your kids to take over the company, right?
I want the person that's most qualified.
Yeah,
Does it
and,
necessarily mean I love
yeah,
them? No.
and LB, who best qualified than Ebony Maw?
Well, for
He's
Thanos, it was
smart,
Gamora
got
who
the
best
best
qualified.
powers. He's the
Uh,
best. He's
I
the best
said,
child he got.
what would you want to do? So you would say if you had kids like working under you, you wouldn't want them to take over your company one
Gamora's
day?
like
If they can't
Bobby.
handle that shit, no. If they can't handle it, if they can handle it,
If
yes. But if
but
they
if
can't,
they
no.
can, if they're like the status of Gamora is like top, like they've established that Gamora is one of the fiercest fighters in the galaxy. If
Exactly.
your kids are like top notch, the best, you're gonna be like, nah, let me
Yes.
give it to this person over here.
No, I'm gonna give it to my kid. You know why? Because it's most qualified. Does that have to do with love or qualification?
I would think. Okay, so here we go. You got two people. You got your kid and then this other person. Same qualifications. Who you picking?
My kid.
Why?
One's the same. Okay, same qualification, right? Equals out. Now I love my kid. Boost.
There you go.
But what's up?
Wait.
We just
The whole kid. I
established.
mean, the Black
We
Order,
don't know if he
Nebula,
loves her.
and,
That's the
and
thing.
Gamora
We don't know.
are his kids though. He had a
Y'all
better
putting
kid than the
the
other kid.
two together.
He had a more qualified kid than the other kid.
Yeah, he wanted to give it to her, maybe because she was only qualified and nothing else. That's
Hey
my
man,
point.
like I said earlier, the
I
Soul
mean,
Stone lets you know that Thanos loved Gamora.
Hey, and look, OB, you brought up the. Let's be real. Let's
A
be
nigga
real.
that you never met, but okay.
Hey,
Why did Thanos trust him, my nigga? Ain't he supposed to be smart? He's gonna for your daughter like that, my nigga. You ain't gonna at least torture him to like tell me the truth. Nothing like that, bro. Just don't do it. If you really love your daughter, you gonna question that nigga. Make sure he telling the truth.
Man, I really got trolled tonight.
LB, Thanos threw off that clip quick, man. He didn't have no second thought. He dropped the tears and whoosh, bye. He said, y'all
Hey, he explained. He ignored his destiny once. He's not going to do it again.
Them quotables, man. Thanos got
Hey,
the quotables, man.
Quotables.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know why y'all niggas love it.
But I mean, honestly, like Black Guru said, like I respect everyone's opinion.
Well, I'll be
but
honest,
I still
won't
have
say,
not heard why Infinity War is garbage. Like I seriously haven't.
You know, hey, you know what? I thought about it a bit. I'll change from garbage to trash. It's not garbage. It ain't BVS. It's
D
trash.
Smooth, shout out to you. I never
Garbage and trash is the same thing.
No, garbage is a bit.
Ashley, salute.
Hey, that's a good debate, man.
Hey, salute the
I
Ashley.
mean, I remember the Black Order being the children of Thanos, but they was just the Black Order, with a better elite squad of kids.
Yeah, just like Gamora is adopted, the Black Order is adopted too.
Yeah, they're all
Thanos. They're all
like
the children of Thanos.
taken in. Even Nebula. If we look at it that way, all his best elites, they've probably been taken in, or they saw something like, hey, I want to join your army, and just adopted them into his gang.
The Black Order always confused me because none of them look like they're from Wakanda.
Wait, who?
I mean, look, I'll say
the Black Order.
They both average to me, but I favor Endgame more.
Oh yeah.
I favor Endgame more. They both average to me. Like I still got Avengers 1 as the best Avengers movie. Come on, you got 6 Avengers fighting an alien army.
Man,
that shit was lava.
Get in your socket ready too. Next time, baby.
Oh man, that was a great debate. I gotta say that was great back and forth. I appreciate it, yo. Can only get it here on the Purp Show. You know what I'm saying? You can also find some dope ass, debates on K-Dot's channel. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put your channel link in the chat, you know what I'm saying? For the people like that. You know what I'm saying?
I got them. They can come to my channel. You know me, I be hating on people and shit.
Yo, when y'all doing the next stream?
Oh, speaking of which, I'm glad that you said that because now you refresh my memory what I had to say. You know what I'm saying?
Segue.
Yes, a segue. I do have 2 big announcements. One announcement I'm going to save for next week for the random stream 13. You know what I'm saying? So definitely pull up for that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's on this panel is welcome back. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do have 2 big announcements. The next announcement won't be until the next Purp Show, which will be like towards the end of the month. I think it's the 25th. Whatever, like.
Did you just make an announcement that you're gonna make an announcement?
Man,
yes,
you read my mind, cousin. I was so ready to chime in on this. I hate when people make announcements for announcements.
Yes, I have to make an announcement for announcement, but also I'll be having a special guest on for the next Purp Show, Andy Brew. That's one.
It
that's
won't
one
be me, guys. I'm not that special guest. I'm just a regular.
Yeah,
but I got 2 big, very big announcements you do not want to miss out on. They're amazing. I'm telling you. I wouldn't gas you up for nothing. You feel? You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. We broke a record stream. You know what I'm saying? It's 21 people It capped out at like 21 people. I appreciate that. I hope all y'all hit the like button. Um, I'm going to be dropping some other content throughout this weekend. I'm probably going to drop like 2 videos. Like I said, I'm going to drop a recap on the whole PlayStation event, whatever they have on Thursday. Friday, expect a movie review of Spike Lee's new movie, The Five Bloods. Definitely going to be doing that. And you can go check me out on Movie Files channel.
Sounds like a bunch of people wearing blue.
You can go check me out on Movie Files channel on Saturday. We're going to be doing a watch along for Hereditary. That's a fucked up movie, but I love it. It's a great horror movie. That's pretty much what I got coming. As far as the next few days, I'm gonna work on a couple of other videos and stuff. Gonna come out with more Attack on Titan content. I'm working on that because I just came up
about that.
You said what?
About that Attack on Titan, bro. Tell me when you do a next stream like about that topic, because I got my thoughts. I don't got no channel.
Come on next week and we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So
come on.
Yeah, so for the random stream, we'll talk about that for a little bit and whatnot.
And that might spur another debate.
True.
So I gotta ask the chat.
Go ahead.
Did y'all get persuaded that Infinity War is trash?
They already knew. They been knew.
Good question.
You don't remember when Infinity War came out? Everybody loved it. Over time, don't you notice that people don't really talk about that movie that much?
Endgame, bro. We gave them lava. You cannot live with your own failure, man. We gave them lava. Those Endgame memes go crazy.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody talking about Infinity War no more.
Hold on, let me ask my peanut gallery real quick. Wife, how often do I talk about Infinity War or make a reference to it?
Hey, our movie spawned the best memes, man.
Yeah, like
Endgame
how
got
frequently do I do that?
right now, Infinity War memes?
Oh, I only talk about it like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, I saw you on Instagram post.
I mean,
what post, Maddie? Maddie, what post?
Yeah, you talk more about well, Maddie, shit. We gonna start this shit again, K-Dot? You claim your girl yet?
She just dropped something in the comments. She said, I saw you on Instagram post. Was it my post, Maddie, or was it somebody else's post? Because I posted my Game of Thrones season 8 rant on Instagram.
Hey man, say that for y'all channel, your channel. You know what I'm saying, but I do have to wrap this up. My phone is about to die. That shit's on it's gonna die soon. But I appreciate everybody stopping through. I'm just gonna go around and everybody just I know Swag don't got a channel, but he will have a channel soon. I'm telling you, he's gonna have a channel soon.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Because I saw Squeezy. He has a shit. You said what? What'd you say?
Who's plugging their channel? Who's plugging their stuff first?
No, I got. You can go first.
I mean, hey, for me, I got my Game of Thrones season 8 review coming this Friday. It's gonna be live. Everyone, please pray for my head because I gotta go off. Pray for my head. Pray to whatever higher power there is. Pray for my head. Game of Thrones season 8 review coming this Friday. Expect some fire to happen because I'm pissed, royally pissed.
You'll be alright.
I'm pissed, man.
LB, I don't think I'll be able to recover, man. I'll be in the hospital after this, bro.
Hey, man, all those people that signed online petitions to remake the season, most of them survived. So you'll be all right.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I mean, I ain't signed no online petition, but the season was too short. It was really I'm about to hit the last 3 episodes, but this is the shortest season compared to others. And this season could have been better if they probably fleshed it out more like the past season. So the link,
Gator, you're about to hit the 3 worst episodes of all time in the whole show in a row.
No, he already.
Hey, I didn't like episode 3 of season 8, man. That shit broke my heart. 1 and 2,
Purp phone finna die, y'all.
That's all I'll say. 1 and 2.
Yeah, me too. 3%.
But yeah, so Swag Kage got a channel coming, but PB, You want to tell them where they can find you and
Yeah,
whatnot?
you can find me at Pop Culture PB on YouTube and on Twitter. I talk about Marvel, Star Wars, and DC. Last video I did was a review of the most recent episode of Stargirl. So I'll drop a link in the chat. So if you want to go check it out, I would appreciate it.
Word. And check out our new channel, the Prophets of Geek Culture. You know what I'm saying? If you want to drop that link in there as well, PB.
Yep.
LB.
Yo, yeah, you know my channel. Only banter, random foolishness. That's it.
Hey, LB, when you get your movie fight started, bring me on, man. I'm ready for that shit.
But if y'all bringing this fight like y'all did tonight, then I don't know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I need better than that.
Hey, we
Whoa.
we just
Funny,
accept our points,
oh.
LB. It's not my fault you didn't accept me.
Shit.
Or my
My point of view got red, bro. Man,
But
you should have a
anyway,
voting system, Purp.
huh? A voting system?
You should have a voting system. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like democracy, but
Oh, you're right. Bias.
no. I'm joking, but maybe next time we'll see see how it go. But I appreciate once again everybody that popped up. It was a dope stream. I was just caught up in the whole conversation, the whole back and forth. It was very entertaining. Did not expect it like this to just this stream to be about just Infinity War. That was not scripted at all. It's just off the top. That's
I
pretty much
scripted it
how I
that
wanted-
way.
Huh?
I
Is the stream still
scripted it
live,
that
Purp?
way.
But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody, especially everybody on the panel. Tune in next week around the same time. I think I got it set for 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. For the random stream 13, we're gonna be back at it again, and then the following Wednesday is gonna be another Purp show. So you know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna keep bringing out content. I got stuff coming this weekend, stuff coming this month. So stay tuned. Hit that like button before you you know what I'm saying, before you leave. Make sure you check out my Teespring for all my merch and stuff. Check out the links in the description below. Make sure you follow everybody that's on the panel. You know what I'm saying? K Dot on his channel, PB on his channel, LB on his channel, and also go subscribe to the Black Guru. He also has a channel. He's also on Twitter. But I appreciate everybody pulling up. I will see y'all next time. Easy.